Two countries are losing 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers a week.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much.
The president has freed up funding streams for numerous critical programs, including funding the military.
Born in the borough of Queens, New York, Donald John Trump entered a world of noise, ambition, and steel. His father, Fred Trump, was already a titan in real estate, yet stern and relentless. Young Donald watched skyscrapers rise and dreams crumble from his bedroom window. At just 12, he was sent to the New York Military Academy. Discipline forged the rebel inside him. He fought authority, challenged teachers, and commanded cadets with sheer willpower. Even then, his classmates whispered, "He wants to be big, bigger than anyone." The fire of dominance was lit early, and it never dimmed. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries. College life at Wharton School of Finance gave Trump his weapons: economics, persuasion, and vision. He saw New York as a kingdom waiting for a bold new king. While others studied theories, he studied billionaires. He walked through Manhattan streets, staring up at the skyline, imagining his name carved in gold. Every brick, every light, every building spoke to him. You belong here. By graduation, his goal was clear: to turn his father's modest empire into an empire of fame.
Created the greatest economy in the history of our country.
Donald joined his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son, but he wasn't content with outer borough apartments. Brooklyn and Queens were too small for his ambition. He wanted Manhattan, the land of kings and skyscrapers. His father warned, "That island will eat you alive." But Trump smiled, "Then I'll eat it first." He began courting bankers, politicians, and builders, the young prince ready to dethrone the old guard. By 27, he was already negotiating deals beyond his father's wildest dreams.
The rallies are bigger than they've ever been. There's more enthusiasm.
New York City was crumbling under financial crisis, and Trump saw opportunity in the rubble. He bought the decaying Commodore Hotel near Grand Central and envisioned a glowing palace. Everyone said, "It's impossible." He replied, "Watch me." He partnered with Hyatt, pulled political strings, and rebirthed it as the Grand Hyatt Hotel. The opening night lights reflected in his eyes like fire. Trump had arrived. Reporters called him the golden boy of real estate, but fame had only just begun to whisper his name.
You have to fight back. And if you don't fight back, you're not sitting here very long. You go back home.
Trump wanted a monument, not just to business, but to himself. On Fifth Avenue, he built the shimmering glass fortress, Trump Tower. It was bold, brash, unapologetically him. Marble floors, gold elevators, cascading waterfalls, a billionaire's cathedral. The press called it gaudy, he called it genius. Celebrities, politicians, and dreamers flocked to it. The building became a mirror of his ego. Trump Tower made him not just rich, but iconic.
They're saying, well, Trump has a point. We have to get down to the problem.
Ivana Zelnikova, a Czech model, entered his world. Beauty met ambition. Together, they were a power couple out of a Hollywood fantasy. They ruled the tabloids, built luxury projects, and flaunted their empire. 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, became heirs to the Trump legacy. Behind the glamour, pressure brewed. His appetite for expansion was insatiable. He bought casinos, jets, and yachts. But excess has a habit of turning triumph into tragedy.
We have to get back to try and figure out what's happening.
Trump's gaze shifted to Atlantic City, the city of dreams and roulette wheels. He built Trump Plaza, Trump Castle, and Taj Mahal Casino, a neon empire of chance. For a while, the money flowed like champagne. But beneath the lights, debts piled like shadows. Every win demanded a bigger bet. Every victory hit a cost. The empire was built on loans, and the interest clock was ticking. Still, Trump strutted across his casinos like a king.
Time ago, I said, don't do Iraq. You're going to destabilize the Middle East.
Then came the storm. The economy crashed, real estate collapsed, and banks came knocking. Trump's empire teetered, billions in debt, tabloids smelling blood. He sold planes, yachts, and dreams to survive. Reporters called him finished. But Trump refused to fall quietly. He negotiated, bullied, and maneuvered until the banks blinked first. "I never went bankrupt," he said. "I restructured success."
Endorsing Democrats as an example, it's not my thing.
Amid financial chaos came heartbreak. Ivana accused him of betrayal. Tabloids devoured every scandal. The divorce was vicious. Headlines screamed the $25 million breakup. Trump's golden family image shattered. But in pain, he found publicity. Even personal collapse became a business opportunity. Good press or bad press, it's still press, he smirked. The phoenix began to rise again.
The Democrats are kamikazes right now. They're kamikaze pilots right now.
Trump turned to television and branding. His name became a product. From steaks to skyscrapers, Trump became a symbol of power and luxury. He married actress Marla Maples, but the glamour soon faded. Another divorce followed, and more headlines. Yet, his empire began recovering. He rebuilt his brand brick by brick, deal by deal. By the late 1990s, the world had forgotten his fall, but he never did.
We're going to go to San Francisco, and we're going to make it great. We're going to make it great.
NBC gave him a stage, The Apprentice. With You're Fired, he became a cultural phenomenon. His suits, his hair, his swagger, all part of the myth. Millions tuned in not to see business, but power personified. He wasn't just a businessman now. He was a brand of dominance. Money poured in, fame skyrocketed, and Trump became shorthand for success. He had turned failure into entertainment.
You couldn't walk through Union Station without getting accosted or mugged or hit over the head with a bat.
While America faced a financial crisis, Trump thrived. He claimed he saw it coming, that others lacked his instinct. His children, Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric, entered the family business. He built towers across continents, licensed his name globally. The Trump logo glittered from Panama to Istanbul. But behind the scenes, critics mocked his debts, calling him a fake billionaire. Trump brushed them off. Jealousy is just admiration with anger.
We're going to lose Chicago. Save Chicago.
He toyed with politics for years, flirting with power, questioning leadership, challenging policies, stirring controversy. His name began appearing in polls. His rallies grew louder. People laughed, but his message resonated with millions. He attacked the establishment with the same ferocity he once attacked debt. The billionaire was becoming the voice of the frustrated. America was about to witness its most unlikely candidate.
I would say China. They're an adversary.
When Trump announced his presidential run, the world scoffed. Media dismissed him as a sideshow, but his words cut through like lightning, raw, unfiltered, unapologetic. Crowds filled stadiums chanting, "Make America Great Again." He spent less on ads, more on spectacle. Every scandal made him stronger. Every insult fueled his fire. Against all odds, Donald J. Trump won the 2016 election, a shockwave that shook the world.
Suburban women, will you please like me?
Trump entered the White House not as a politician, but as a disruptor. He rewrote the rules, clashed with media, fired advisors like contestants. The stock market soared, unemployment dropped, yet division deepened. Supporters hailed him as a savior. Critics called him a tyrant. Every tweet was a headline, every word a war. But Trump thrived on chaos. It was his oxygen. He had become the most talked about man on earth.
And the economy now is coming back, and it's coming back very strongly. And people see that, Leslie.
Investigations, accusations, and endless headlines. The Mueller probe, impeachment whispers, and constant protests. Trump played the victim and the victor simultaneously. His rallies became emotional theaters of loyalty and rebellion. He claimed persecution. His followers believed it. The world watched, stunned. The businessman turned president was unshaken. To Trump, every storm was just another negotiation.
A lot of things are happening on that front, on the war front.
Then came COVID-19, an invisible enemy. The crisis tested even his iron will. Lockdowns, protests, and mounting deaths painted chaos. He fought the virus, the press, and his own advisors. Economy faltered, fear spread, yet he projected strength. He called it the China virus and promised victory. But the year ended with defeat. Joe Biden won the 2020 election.
But it could have ended up in World War III. That was really out of control.
Trump refused to accept loss quietly. Claims of fraud, fiery speeches, and the storming of the Capitol. For the first time, power slipped through his grasp. Banned from social media, impeached twice, he retreated to Mar-a-Lago. Yet, even in silence, his influence didn't fade. Millions still believed he'll be back, and Trump knew it too.
We don't want to have people come over from all over the world, from prisons.
While critics mocked, Trump built a new empire. Media, rallies, and loyal followers. True Social became his digital fortress. He hinted at another run, teasing the nation like a showman. Crowds returned, chanting his name louder than ever. He framed himself as a martyr of censorship and corruption. Once again, he dominated headlines, his favorite battlefield. The man refused to fade into history.
We'll do a lot of things. We'll probably make a distribution out of some of the tariff money.
From Queens to the White House, his story defies belief. Loved and hated, worshipped and condemned, yet unforgettable. He rose from real estate floors to the Oval Office desk. He stumbled, rebuilt, and conquered with sheer audacity. Whether history crowns him hero or villain doesn't matter. Donald Trump lived his life like a movie. Unscripted, unpredictable, unstoppable. A boy from Queens who turned his name into a world brand. And in his own words, if you're going to think anyway, think big.
I know some people, Democrats, that would be good. Some good politicians.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries.